Sherry from Art Party Boss, and today we are going to make our clay donuts and milk from the Art Party Boss clay kit, which you can get online or on our Etsy shop at Art Party Boss. So let's go ahead and get started. Everything that I'll be using today is in the kit, so if you purchase the kit, you'll have no problem just following along and doing everything with me step by step. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to paint our canvas. So in your kit is a large wax paper. Just put that on top of your clay mat. And we'll just move that sample out of the way. And then we'll go ahead and put our canvas on this wax paper. And then we're going to paint it with our foam brush. So you could either just pour a dab of paint in there, or you could just put the tip of your brush in the container and go ahead and paint in the same direction and cover the whole canvas with the paint. Just use a little at a time. It'll dry faster that way, and then if you really want to put a second coat, you can. But honestly, you're not going to see much of the canvas because your clay is going to be on top. But it's fun to paint, and it's good practice to make a smooth surface and have all the paint going in the same direction. And then you will probably, well actually you will have extra paint, and you can just put the cap back on and save it for another project. And I'm just going to fill in that little bit of extra space there. And then also, this brush you can use many times. So I like to rinse them and just squeeze out, just run it under cold water, squeeze out all the paint, and then just set it aside to dry, and you can use it again for another day. All right, well that was easy and that was quick. So let's put those things aside. And then I'm just going to take my canvas and set it out of the way so it can dry while we go ahead and start making our donuts. All right, so you have your clay mat, and this is just a great surface to roll clay on. The clay won't really stick to it, and you can manipulate it a little more. So these are the donuts that we're going to make. Well, your donuts will look different, and you can design them any way you want, but we're going to make 4 donuts, and then we'll make our cup of milk. All right, so the first thing you want to do is take your clay, a piece of your clay, and in the kit it's all pre-cut, so it's already for the right size for your donut. So then just warm it up in your hands, and you can do that. Take your time. You can squeeze it, you can roll it when it feels like it's ready to be rolled, whatever you like to do to make a ball. I find it easy to press my 2 palms together and roll. All right, so we're going to do that to all 4 pieces of clay, and we'll just set them aside. So the next step is we are going to flatten them softly. I'm going to use the palm of my hand, and I'm just going to push some weight down on there. I don't want to make it too flat, but just round, and leave a thick edge so that you can texture it. And we'll be able to make them wider in just a minute, but let's first just make them flat, okay? So let's make 4 flat pieces. Okay, so we have to put a hole in the middle to turn these into donuts. So we'll use the round craft stick, and then I'm just going to push a hole right through the middle. Looks like a wheel now, doesn't it? Oh, you could smooth the edges if you want it. And then I'm just going to make a circle around. Just wiggle it around, and then turn it over and do it on the other side. Just wiggle it around. Okay, and now it looks a little bumpy there, but I'm just going to gradually and gently drag that clay to the outside and smooth it out a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect because you're probably going to cover it, and donuts aren't always so perfect. All right, now let's say I want to make this a little bit larger. The way I can do that is just to pull it just gently from the center. There you go. Look at that. I got a little bit larger. Now he's looking like a beautifully baked donut. All right, look at that one. I like that donut. And then if I want to just work on the center a little bit, there we go. I love this one. Okay, there we go. And I'll just smooth that out a little more. And it's up to you how much you want to play with those dents and marks. And then if you want to just kind of make them flat, you can. So just tap and rub to get the look you like. All right, I think he's ready to go. We're ready to decorate that one. So I'll do this one, do another one. All right, so there we go. There's our 4 donuts. Okay, now we're going to decorate our donuts. So you have some extra pieces of clay that are meant to be the icing, or you can use it any way you want. You could make a very long coil and then just lay it across like dribbled icing. We can make, we can make just icing all over the donut and then add something on top. Let's see, we're gonna first make a coil, and the coil needs to be about the size and go all the way around your donut. So let's see, I'm going to put the blue on top of the pink. Or I'm gonna do it different than the sample. Let's do this. So we'll just try a different style of donuts. All right, then you make your coil fit all the way around the top of the donut, then push down. Well, that looks a little messy, but we're going to fix that. Just push pressure, give it a little pressure the direction you want the icing to go. And then on the inside, drag it to the inside. Drag it to the inside. There we go. And this is going to be my cake donut. So I want to add some texture to this first. So just by making a lot of little itty bitty dots all over the top and on the side, this will look like this donut over here. It looks like a cake donut. So you just tap it gently. This takes a lot of time, but be patient because the results will be worth it. Good things take time. And I'm doing it on the side too. I've done the whole top, and I'm going all around the sides too. Now, if you want to just smooth it out a little bit, you can just tap it and it'll make it look just a little more realistic. Okay, so now we have those 4 donuts, and we're ready to put our additional designs on these donuts. So let's see, this one I think will look great with jewels. We'll do jewels. Okay, so now I'm going to take my glitter glue stick, or you also have glue. You can use this if you prefer. I'll do one with the glitter glue stick. I'm just going to put that all around there. Spread it out. Yeah, and this glitter glue will have a little shine to it too. So that's kind of a bonus if you're using your glitter glue stick. All right, and then I'm going to select my jewels for the top of this one. It's all set. Let that dry. sprinkles out of the way. And now I will do the sprinkles. So let's just set these over here. All right, the sprinkles. I'm going to show you how I use my glue container, but you could still use your glitter glue stick. I just dip my finger right in there and rub it all over. That's good. Put the top back on so you'll have that for another time. If you have a rag or something, you can clean your hand off. And then I'm just going to open my sprinkle packet and sprinkle those on there just the way I want. You can save some for your milk because that looks really cool. And just give them a light, gentle tap so they'll stick to the glue. You won't have any loose pieces. And that is going to look adorable when it's dried. So then just close up this and put it away. And if you have some extra, just get it off of your mat. Now, this is the messy part if you're going to use the glitter packet. So you take everything off your mat, and then we can, well, I think I'll use the glitter stick. And we'll just put this, spread the glue wherever you want your sprinkles to stick. Wherever you have glue, that's where your sprinkles or your glitter is going to stick. So I'll spread that all out. And I'm going to gently and carefully open my glitter packet because this can get messy. And then just gradually, just slowly put a little bit of glitter all over. Don't rush, don't pour it all out. And then if you have some left, just close it up again. It's another thing in your kit that you'll be able to use again. And then take it by the sides and tap, tap, tap. And now this one's all ready to display and be done. Now look at this mess. You can just take this to the garbage can and shake it off, and most of that glitter will come right off. All right, here's my clay mat with all I did was shake the glitter off and nothing stayed. Well, there's one little piece. Or you could take a baby wipe and wipe it off. Okay, so now we get to make our milk. So we have 2 straw pieces. We'll put those aside. And then you have your little milk container. Let's take the lid off. And then here's where you can use your craft stick. And you can just move it from the container to your cup. Now this is gonna take probably overnight to dry. So be careful with it. You don't want to tip it over. It's pretty thick, so it's not going to make a huge mess very quickly. You should have time to recover. But there you go. There's your milk. Got it in your cup. Now's the time to set your straw the way you want it. You might want it straight or bent very far. If you want it in the middle or off to the side. I think I'll just put mine off to the side a little bit. Put it like that, and then that'll dry in place. And then I like my milk with sprinkles. So I'm going to open my sprinkle again and pour a little bit of those on there. And those will dry in place too. Shake it. All right, that's all set. So you should have some extra glitter and sprinkles and jewels that you can save for another project. And if you are buying a lot of kits, you'll end up with a lot of art supplies, won't you? Okay, oh, the canvas. Let's go. Our canvas is all dry. Take it off of that paper and get rid of that. Now we can start designing. All right, little dish. Okay, so that's where we're going to put our donuts. Let's see. Oh, we can use our little, let's put this aside. We have our wax paper. You can fold it any way you want. I fold it a different way every time, I think. I'm going to do it a little bit like a paper airplane and set it in my dish. Looks like those wax papers that you get from the donut shop. And I'll just fit that in there. If you want it, you could glue it down, but I don't think it's necessary. Let's see. Now you have to decide which donuts go in the dish and which go on the tray. I think I will put that one back there. And I'm going to show off my sprinkle donut over there. All right. And then I'll put this on my tray and my little cake donut here. And I'm going to use my straw and make some bite marks. Actually, I'll do this on the tray. So you just push it down and then drag it out. You can turn it over and take another bite and drag it out. All right, and that's all you do. And now someone took a bite out of your donut. All right, and then you can just put your milk in place, and there you have it. There is your clay donut and milk display. Now you can use this little bit of glue if you wanted to glue down this. You could put a little glue under these donuts, but it isn't necessary. It just depends on what you want to do with your kit. So there's two of them that we've made. And you can see we did the colors a little different. You can do whatever you like. So there you go. Thank you so much for creating with me. And I look forward to making the next kit with you. And remember, if you want this kit or any others, you can just go to artpartyboss.com or you can purchase it on our Etsy site. Thanks so much and keep creating. Bye now.